guys, it's Kelly. Mari and I are back with another challenge. This challenge this week is Christmas in July. So I thought about initially making a layout, but then I remembered and was kind of guilted into the fact that I have an extremely unfinished 2016 December daily, and I thought initially about just not doing it, but my family has loved the ones that I've done before, so I'm going to try and finish this, well, before, it's time to make 2017 December daily. So I'm just going to show you what I've done and what I haven't done. Like, I don't even have a title page yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to fill in that calendar. It just depends. Last Christmas was really busy. I ended up going back to work, and there was a lot that I needed to do for work, and I started in December. So it just made for a stressful holiday, and I didn't need to add doing this on top of it. So I've got the first done and some of the second. I still need to do my journaling and actually attach this tag. And I have the third done, and the fourth, and the fifth. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with the 6th and the 7th, so I'm skipping that. And today I want to try to get the 8th and the 9th finished, and we will see how that goes. I had already printed these out and just taped it with washi, thinking that I wanted to do the flip up, so that you could see actually the inside of the bulletin. It's my son's concert, so that's where I'm going to go from here, and I thought that I might want to use that number 8. And then on the 9th I have this really bad photo. It's where we were, it was just hard to get good photos. It's a play at a church, and I wanted to document that for the 9th. So I'm going to put you on fast forward now and see how I can get, or what I can get done. Okay, so one of the first things that I'm going to be doing is pulling out the Allie Edwards kit that I purchased. This is her 2015 kit, and I have no idea which papers are, in this stack. I have not been through my December daily items. One of my things is that I have realized is I cannot do my December daily with my stash any longer. And that is just because some of the embellishments or the cards that I want to use just either are very dated and I don't like them, or I don't have enough of the embellishments that I want. So this year I have already planned on purchasing probably her main kit and one of the smaller add-on kits, just to simplify this process. It is certainly not going to be cheaper for me, but I think that by keeping my supplies to a minimum and having embellishments that I already know will coordinate with the cards will just make it a little bit easier. So I pulled out one of the 6x8 papers, and it's a very neutral herringbone background, and I use that for my 4x6 card. And then I'm taking the LE Studio 6x6 pad. I forget what the name of it is. It is from last year though, and I am just going to back my photo with that and then cut a little border with this Fa La La pattern paper. I thought that that would be a perfect little addition, since this is a concert page, and Fa La La is more one of the Christmas songs. So that was my thinking with this. So I like the way that that is starting to look. So I'm going to pull any of the washi little strips and see if I can get one of those on. And one says joy plus merry plus bright plus wonderful plus shine. There's several different words at the bottom. And I accidentally got that washi on my photo, and I was able to get up most of the adhesive using some of the adhesive remover, or the, what is that thing called? That little rubberized square. And I was able to get most of it up, but I couldn't in one small spot on the corner, so I just gave up on that and figured it would be an easy place to put an embellishment. So I am taking this gold washi tape, and I'm just tearing it, and I'm going to put a little bit behind that Fa La La border, and I'm just going to tear it to stretch across the entire length. And I just thought that that little hint of gold would add a little bit more of a festive touch. And the gold strip wasn't quite thick enough on that side, and so I just tore off the teeniest little piece and made it a lot thicker. On the pictures you may not be able to see it as much, but in person you do. So that red 8 was definitely not a color that I wanted to use on the page, so I am taking my embossing powder, and this is gold glitter, and I decided to emboss that wood veneer piece and the gold, or the red 8, to make it match my page and to be a little more subtle and to bring in the gold from the washi. Now that 8 is from the kit as well as that wood veneer. I will try to let you know if I use anything that is not with that Allie Edwards kit. I'm pretty sure that it's no longer available. I haven't checked. I just know that I was going to be on the lookout for her 2017 kit. So I do not make you watch me do all of this embossing. I do emboss each piece twice. I didn't want to use my tweezers. Now you may be looking at me wondering why I'm holding it with my fingers, and I do drop it a couple times. But with when I found with my tweezers with this soft number that it indented the embossing paste. So I just, will put it on my ink pad a little bit. I'm going to hold it a little bit. I actually use the little can of embossing glitter to hold it at one point as well. So I know that that little piece I want to go ahead and stick down. I want to keep this page pretty simple because I want to get the album done. And, for me, simple and done is better than a half completed album. So my goal is to finish this before I have to start 2017's project. So I am going to pull out a doily for this second page. I am going to work on page 9 while I'm letting the 8 and that wood veneer embossing powder just set. Sometimes it can be a little soft and you can see fingerprints in it if you don't let it get hard. So this picture is of a play that my husband and I went to see at a church, and each year they put on a fantastic play. However, our seats this year were pretty far back, so the pictures that I had of the play were pretty dark, and I am going to most likely include the play, I guess it's the playbill, that in the album as well. I just have put it in my memorabilia and I've got to pull it out. So the products that I'm using on this side, I completely forgot. These are not Allie Edwards. This is Felicity Jane. And I liked that black and white floral. It's more of a Christmassy floral, the one that I put the doily on. And I just thought that it gave a little bit of an elegant appeal on this page. And then I pulled out this pale pink and white striped paper to make the 4x6 card. Now, I wouldn't necessarily pull pink in a December album, but the tones of Allie's, some of the cards that I have that, it's a reddish pink, and it really worked beautifully. So for me, I know some people will try to stick with one, or two colors, main colors throughout their album. I'm just going to go with what works for the photo. The album may not be extremely cohesive at the end, but like I said before, done is done. And my family's not going to look back and think, oh, Mom, you've got green and gold on one page and red and pink on another. What were you thinking? It's just going to be fun to look back at these memories and see what we did and see how things change. So I am going to put that gold star on in between Merry and Bright. I thought it's just a pretty simple way to jazz up that Project Life card, and it also helps to bring in that gold from that number 9. and I'm going to put another star down at the bottom. So I now have 3 stars on that page, and all of the accents are gold. So that to me just is perfect. Like I said, simple and done. So one of the things that I find that I do when I cut my own 4x6 cards or my 3x4 cards is I will adhere them together so that it looks like it's one piece while it is in the protector. When I cut them, they're not exactly the right dimension, so I will just trim a little bit up, and then it just has a cleaner look in the page protectors. So this is going to wrap it up for me today. I want to thank you so much for tagging along on this journey back into a December daily. And I just wanted to say, if you haven't checked out Mari's video, go check hers out as well. I know that she has some great inspiration to be found as well. And I was just showing you how I had sewn the pocket on so you could see that it still opens up well and has a good little flap there. So I apologize for my pictures. I haven't really done a lot of Project Life, so taking pictures of the cards and the setup is a little bit different, and it's something I need to play with. But anyway, thanks so much. We will see you soon. Take care. Bye.